What's up, guys? This is OmegaLiar, and today I'm bringing you a gameplay here using the PM9 with a silencer and range. My secondary is the MP9 with a silencer, and I got my equipment, Semtex and EMP, perks, sleight of hand, hardline, steady aim, and kill streaks are not my usual, but instead today I'm using the Predator missile, the Reaper, and the AC-130. And I have to say, thank God I am using the Predator, the Reaper, and the AC-130. You see real quick, picking up a bunch of kills. You see right here, I somehow missed this guy and end up getting him anyway for my 4. So quickly just lie down, call in the Predator missile, and I see a nice little grouping, so I'm like, okay, I'll get 2 kills and quad 4 kills. 2 of them must have been blind eye assassin people sitting around, but I got 4 kills off the Predator missile, which was really just kind of convenient. And anytime you get a Reaper from a Predator missile, you know you're doing something right. You know the game's about to go really, really well. So just trying to pick up my AC-130, doing what I do, and that actually all works out for me. And so, I mean, I'm actually going to be posting, or I don't know if it'll be up today or tomorrow or whatever, but a video similar to this is going on the Great Machina's channel. It's a similar class, except I don't think I'm using a PM9 Silenced, but it gives some nice tips with the PM9, and I mean, I'll give some of them now. I mean, people are always talking about the PM9 being really, really bad. I think I've proven enough that it's just not. It kills faster than anything else. It has the ability to be used as a medium to short range weapon. It's got like no hip fire spread whatsoever. It's just a really effective, fun gun to use. Plus, it actually has a, well, I don't know if you can even count this as a benefit, but it has more ammo. Excuse me. It has slightly more ammo than most of them, most of the submachine guns, except for the. Sorry, I just ate dinner. Except for the PM9, PP90 M1. The thing about the PP90 M1 is, yeah, it's better, but I mean, that's not what my channel is about. I would use the PP90 M1, but I actually do think, as far as SMG goes, that's the only one that would be considered overpowered. This is also, look at that. What is that? Who at Infinity Ward was like, that's a good idea. Yeah, knife him and explode. But death streaks are a topic for a different time. Today, on top of this amazing gameplay, using some unusual guns, I actually do want to talk about Activision and Call of Duty Elite and all sorts of stuff that are going on. So, as I'm sure everyone watching this video knows, Call of Duty Elite is basically a service, not a good service, but it is a service that allows you to get DLC earlier than everyone else, as well as pick up a few other benefits on the website, and like the ability to enter tournaments, and I don't know, there's not too much really, but it is just a slightly cheaper way to get all the DLC. But is it really worth it? And to the community in a whole, is it a good idea? And the answer is pretty much to both of those, no. As far as being worth it, you're paying $50, which is a very significant amount of money for 1 year of subscription or membership to Elite, and from that you're not even getting probably the same amount of maps that you would be getting from buying the DLC and, I don't know, maybe Black Ops or Modern Warfare 2, because they're actually selling Spec Ops missions, which is something they've never done before, and I don't think they should ever do that. They have to understand, people don't buy this game for Spec Ops, people don't buy this game for the single player. Just about every single person that buys this game buys it for multiplayer. They buy it so that they can play in the maps online against other people and be competitive and do as best as they can and get kill streaks and stuff. And I really think that they're sort of just taking advantage of the fact that Call of Duty is such a successful franchise. They don't really have anything to look up to. They just sort of get to set their own guidelines, and I personally just don't like it. I think Call of Duty Elite is a ripoff. I think it's just oh, look at that last bullet right there. Yeah, and that's pretty much my opinion on it. I hate it. I think it's stupid, and even for someone like me who actually does play video games all the time and who's not getting it, like I think Woody's Gamertag mentioned recently, it pretty much separates the people who are more casual gamers from the people who really care about these games a lot. And he mentions how in these DLC maps you only get the very good players, and it basically only sells itself to a certain kind of player. And they have to realize that, one, if you are gonna make us pay for this service, it has to be good. And I mean, let's look to Black Ops. Black Ops gave us the stat sheets in game. Black Ops gave us kill death ratio. You could look at other people's games, see how they're playing, and you could do all this stuff in game. But now they're forcing us to go to a website that works maybe once a week. That's rather hard to navigate. That for the first probably 2 months didn't do anything. Look at that! I'm scared that he has a dead man's hand. But for the first 2 months, it didn't even work. Was unusable. Was telling me that my PM9 could have the damage proficiency, and I could put a grip on it, which just isn't true. And it just was so not functional. And they're selling it to us. Like, first of all, they should have had it down. It should have been something that worked. But also, it should be included. We're paying $60 for this game, and they can't honestly give us all of that extra stat stuff and what in game. Like, sure, yeah, we'll pay for the DLC, that's one thing. And even then, the DLC you get for Call of Duty is not even nearly as worth some of the DLC you get for other games like Fallout, where you practically get a whole new aspect of the story. But, like, this stuff has to work, and the fact that we need to pay for it, it makes me angry, and I feel like I'm repeating myself right now. But I'm sure you guys get the point. Call of Duty Elite is kind of stupid, and hopefully they either at some point drop it or just start incorporating it to the games. And with all this new stuff about the new consoles coming out, hopefully they'll have the capacity to do so. Because one thing I do know, and not a lot of people take into consideration, is how big this game actually is. When you're running a game at 60 frames per second with the kind of graphics that this game has, the amount of maps that this game has, as well as the amount of space the single player campaign takes up, which is something a lot of people don't necessarily take into consideration. It is a pretty big game, and for that, in some aspects, it makes sense. And I feel like Black Ops sort of did do it right. They had that nice balance of as well as like having all the theater mode aspects and whatever. I don't know. I'm sort of going nowhere with this really, but I got a nice score. What was that? 40? I think that was 44. And stop flashing it, Omega. Come on. Anyway, I got a really B score using the PM9. So I'm sure you guys enjoyed this. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next commentary. 44 and 3. Yeah.